Hey dudes!
Hi, good morning.
Welcome back to a new video.
In this video, we will share our experience about our house because we stayed the first night here, and we will talk about our experience and we will tell you what we learned by living here, and we'll take you along some things that we did already. So from the previous video that we uploaded about the house, we received a ton of questions, so we decided that we're gonna answer these questions on the video and we will post it on our Patreon page. So if you want to, you can go check that video out, and we'll continue with this one.
So one morning one day we just decided that we have to come here and try and live here for a bit and see how it feels. So we tried to plan and pack as much as the most priority thing that we would need. Shoved them all in our Beetle, the biggest car in the world, and
drive down here. From that, we also are very happy that by the time that we arrived here, we already had the electricity connections, so it made the life a lot easier. So now what we need, we can charge our things and we can also boil our water, and so it really helps us with living maybe in the new place.
We already tested out the stove, both for heating and as well as we tried to cook on it, and it worked well for both purposes. So that way, for the stove to work, we needed to gather some firewood, and that's something we did as well. We went to the woods that we talked about in the previous video and started gathering our own firewood, so we were quite self-sustainable on the very first day.
Luckily for us, we have a lot of forestry around here, so right around the borders of our land we have a lot of trees, like older ones that fell down, and even the branches from the trees. So mostly what we did on our first day was we gathered enough wood so we can heat the stove, and like you said, we also cooked our dinner, so we can be quite self-sufficient. We didn't use any electricity for that, so very proud of us.
What you doing?
Bringing home some wood. I actually figured the system. The drier ones can go on this side and this wet one can be on that side, so we can maybe get them out of the way and they can dry at peace, and those we can start to use faster.
Yes, you didn't figure out the system though.
You already have the system in place.
Jesus.
This one I pretty much got out of the dump.
That's what I had. I also had the dump one from
But there's a lot of branches on that one, so
from swamp. Smile.
I'll show you the cut wood. It's coming. It's a fat bitch, I gotta tell you.
Oof. Very good. So maybe one day we need to get an actual chainsaw so that we can be a lot more productive than just breaking the wood and gathering the ones that are already on the ground. But yeah, it felt good to be actually working with your hands and I felt a lot more energetic than in the city, where I was just like everything was available to you in a second. So I had to actually do something with my hands and try to get things done, and it felt great.
And actually, while we are here, I feel like it's the only way how we can make a proper list of the things that we need, because once you're in the city, in the apartment, you have one idea. Maybe I was thinking I need to pack more clothes, or I need to do more maybe household items, but when I'm actually here, I don't need that many clothes. I need to just change a shirt every day, and it's totally fine because I don't have anyone around here, so no one's judging my looks or anything. So it's less is more kind of thing. But also there's the things that I didn't account for while I was in the apartment that I need, and so it's easier to kind of write those priorities, because obviously for us everything is a lot. We entered an empty house, and so basically we're starting from zero, and so we need to prioritize the things that we're taking. I guess that helps when I'm here. I can just prioritize the things that I didn't know that I need.
Yeah, so basically, if you see in the B-roll, we kind of look homeless. And if you watch a couple of videos back, this is what we planned. We went to the thrift shop and bought the ugliest, cheapest clothes because we knew they would get dirty in the countryside, and that's why we kind of look like that, because we actually had the chance to use those clothes, and it was great because you need some good clothes and you need some clothes that you can just go and gather some wood.
Also, if we're going back to the video about the first night, it's worth mentioning the things that we lived on so far. And we got an air mattress for us in one of the rooms. We kind of created our bedroom space. Heating was from the stove. Like we said, we gathered all the wood we need, and we've been self-sufficient ever since. So we just go get some branches. That heats us pretty well. The house was around 10 degrees when we entered, and then we heated up to 15, and then later to 18 degrees, so that's almost acceptable, taking into consideration that the house was not warmed for a month or maybe a little bit more. So, and we are in the colder part of the spring still.
Yeah, so it was nice to know that, as we hoped, that the second room would get warmed up and heated by the bricks that come from the stove in the other room. So that's also great, because we were kind of cooking and heating one room in the beginning, and then we also realized that it helps to heat up the other room. Maybe in the future, when it gets a lot colder, we'll bring in the oil radiator like we have in the city. But yeah, all these things, you have a good perspective, and we don't have a real bed yet, but that air mattress was doing enough for us to be able to stay here.
Yeah, it works perfectly fine. We also took some bed linens and blankets from the city, so we loaded up our car and brought all these things here, so we pretty much had them sorted. No problems there. And then what else? We took quite a few food items, and most of the things we need to cook, we can either bake on the stove or we can just boil some water and then make them, so that wasn't that big of a problem as well. I guess what I wanted to mention is, in the morning after the first night when we stayed here, of course it was a scary experience because we didn't know what's gonna, I don't know, happen maybe because the house is old, we never stayed here, but nothing really was wrong. And then in the morning when we went outside, we met our friend animal living next to us, I guess.
Yeah. We saw, I thought it's just a dog that runs around. I was like, no big deal. Then I realized that the dog is quite huge, and I concentrated my eyes and realized that's a moose. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen a moose in my life. And now it was our first night, and a giant moose just roams around our field.
Backyard.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is this? Should I be scared, or is he scared? So that was a great experience. And then we also saw a duck chilling in our pond, or whatever that thing is, so in our water. So I guess this is a very clean space where animals can chill. We also see a lot of big birds. We saw storks and I think an eagle or something. So it's full of nature here, so that's really great. And obviously we'll hopefully at some point introduce chickens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the first day, except for gathering wood and just realizing what happened, because it's
what
quite
the place is, right?
yeah, because it's quite overwhelming to realize that this is our place, our land, and our new home. We had a lot to clean. We bought tons of cleaning supplies.
We still have a lot
yeah.
to clean.
Oh yeah.
I think the thing is with this house, it just keeps on taking from you. I think it will take quite a long time to clean it and maintain, because the house is quite big itself and obviously needs a deep cleanse, but we can only do so much in one day. So obviously we were busy with cooking. I guess one thing what I wanted to say, everything here takes way longer because we need to gather the wood, right, and so we can cook, and then we need to clean, which takes forever, then we need to we boiled rice for I think an hour and a half
Yeah.
on that stove. We made it though, but
That's what I was thinking. Like I'm a city folks. I'm a city mice, and like it's a lot of adjustment for me to realize that like there's moose running around and it's quiet here. I can see stars.
We were taking water out of the well by the
with a bucket.
with the bucket. We have the video. We will.
Yeah. So we don't have running water just yet, but we have water in a well. So we're gonna grab some water right now. We got a rope, and we do it the old style.
We'll show them the technology we have.
So I just hold on to one and and I throw my bucket in. Boom goes the bucket. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
I got skills.
Mad skills.
Where did my skills go? There we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And here comes water. Oh, my whole life I lived in apartments, maybe different ones all the time, but it's been in a city and everything's, you turn everything on and everything's ready. And then yeah, if you want to cook food, you have to go and get the firewood yourself. Then you have to turn the heat on, you have to make that fire. Then you have to wait until it heats up. And the same with the room. It takes a while for it to start slowly, those bricks start to get some heat on them. Yeah, there's no easy buttons on everything. So
No shortcuts for
yeah,
anything.
so everything takes longer and you actually have to work for things. Like if you want the room to be warm all the time, then you have to add extra wood in it and all that. But it's great. It's very exciting, quite a bit overwhelming feeling, because it's at some point I feel like I'm kind of dreaming because I don't realize this is the reality now, but it's great.
I think that's the progress we made on the first day. I think we kind of covered the main things. And then obviously in the future videos we will show what else we got. We also have planned a little haul that we have got for the house already. So maybe we will film another video and just like put all the haul items in. What do you think?
Definitely, because the house was empty, there was no tools, there was nothing. So we did have to go to the shop several times and get things for us. So hope you're interested in that. We'll do a shopping haul for our house.
And a seed haul, because we have bought quite a few seeds. We can't wait for spring to heat up so we can go plant them. Very excited.
Yeah, because we want to grow as much food as possible for ourselves. Hopefully in abundance, so we can also do conserving food and everything like that. Canning videos in the future. Also, you can let us know in the comments which parts of our countryside life you would like to know more about. I guess this is going to be the end of this video.
I think this is the end of the video.
So if you guys enjoyed this one, you could leave a like.
And subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah. And if you want, you can also go check out that Patreon video we made. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.